Coming in for the final stretch of the minis, I'm using a texture paint called Agrellan Earth for the bases. This paint is designed to crackle as it dries, giving me a really low effort textured base. In this first section, I make the mistake of thinning the texture paint down, which reduces the effect that it's meant to create. Seeing how thin the paint appears on the bases, I realize my mistake and start to really heap the paint on quite thickly. The thicker coat will create much larger crackles as the paint dries. After giving the paint some time to dry, I come back through and start applying several coats of Hashut copper to the rims of the bases. I use a hobby knife to clean up some of the edges where the thick texture paint has spilled down over the rims. Then it's back to coating. I'm really needing to layer it on in order for the metallic paint to cover nice and evenly. Finally, I want to create a dusty effect on the legs and feet of the models to help them blend with the cracked desert earthen look of the bases. To achieve this, I use Cadian Flesh Tone and Corvus Black to get a colour similar to the Agrellan Earth of the bases. I then apply it with a relatively rough dry brushing. Since I'm not looking to highlight details here, I stipple the paint on rather than using a brushing motion. Doing so creates more of a dusty, speckly pattern without leaving too many brush marks. Here I apply a layer of Nuln oil to one of the bases, hoping to further accentuate the cracks in the earth. However, it darkens the base far too much and I'm unhappy with the result, leading me to spend a long time trying to fix it to little avail. I try covering it over with a watered down version of the colour I used to dry brush the legs. This starts to fill in the cracks of the base, so I quickly soak my brush and wipe this new coat off. I then call it quits and do a final inspection of each mini. All in all, I had a great time painting my first set of minis, and I'm super excited to take on new projects like this and improve my skills. This experience taught me a lot about painting, and I'm looking forward to applying these skills to new and different models. As of editing this, I've already bought my next set of miniatures to paint. I'll be sure to record my progress and share it with you all. Until next time.